Okay, my name is Cole Travis, and this is my personal experience speech. My student ID. Boom. Okay. There's the audience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Extra credit.
5, 6. And here we go. Okay. So, when choosing a topic for my personal experience speech, I decided to choose a topic of me rescuing my dog. So, it was one cold February day, and I was leaving soccer practice, and the thought of a dog was the last thing on my mind. I ran to my car because it started to snow, and I started my drive to the house. As I was driving, I see a little puppy walking on the side of the road with no collar, so I decided to stop. My first thought was that it belonged to somebody who lived in that street, so I didn't pay attention to it. But then I realized it was really cold, and I felt bad for it, so I decided to stop and turn around. So, as soon as I got out of the car, it decided to run right towards me, so I knew it was fate. So, since it was really cold, I decided to pack it up in my car and drive back to the house. So, since the thought of the dog was not anywhere close to my mind because we hadn't had a dog in around 6 years, because our last dog died from health reasons. So, as soon as I brought it home, my dad was home, and we immediately started playing with him. And we got him some toys and stuff, and since my dad is an animal person, he immediately fell in love with this dog. But my mom was not keen on getting a dog. So, by the time she got home, we had already gotten invested in this dog, and we just started to build a relationship with him and named him Boaz. So, while I was playing with this dog and my mom came home, I was well prepared to adopt this dog. And I was begging and pleading for my mom for us to adopt this dog. So she said, we need to put out advertisements and tell everybody we found this dog before we do anything with it. So, after putting out advertisements and waiting around 2 weeks, it was clear that we would adopt this dog. So, what we decided to do was buy more toys, buy a crate, and I was even looking online to decide and figure out how to train this dog and potty train him. So, eventually we took him to the vet to get his vaccinations and stuff like that, so he doesn't have rabies or anything like that. We even taught him tricks and how to shut the door. Now we've had him for about 1.5 years, and he's now 2 years old. And even though he tears up the furniture and eats my shoes, I built a relationship with this dog, and I wouldn't trade him for the world. So, I never planned on adopting a dog that day, but it looks like Boaz had other plans. I don't know where I would be if I hadn't picked up, or I don't know where he would be if I hadn't picked him up, but the real question is, I don't know where I would be also. Because the responsibility of raising a puppy has changed me almost as much as it has changed Boaz. Thank you.
Nice.